Hi everybody, it's Jim Siegel for Space Insights, where we go beyond the headlines, beyond the press releases, to explain the context, the big picture of the American space programs. With great fanfare, NASA and SpaceX are about to launch the first manned flight to the International Space Station, the ISS, since the final Space Shuttle flight in 2011. I've been getting a lot of questions from my viewers about this gap of nearly a decade. As one viewer put it, did NASA suddenly wake up one day and say, well, now that the shuttle orbiters have been retired, what do we do now? Well, the answer is of course not. 6 years earlier, knowing that the very expensive shuttle program would be coming to an end, NASA initiated a follow-on, the next phase in space exploration called Constellation. Constellation, featuring a new rocket called Ares, the Greek god of war, and a new spacecraft to be mounted on top of Ares called Orion. Ares made only one test run in 2009 before the entire program was declared woefully behind schedule, underfunded, and technologically insufficient. So Constellation was scrapped. So, about the time that the shuttle orbiters were making their final flights, the President and NASA announced a rather controversial, a rather radical approach called Commercial Crew. The idea was for NASA to relinquish part of its space exploration responsibility to private commercial companies, the part that involved transporting American astronauts to the International Space Station, the ISS. Instead, NASA would focus on exploration beyond low Earth orbit, to the moon, to the asteroids, and to Mars. Well, it's taken nearly a decade for the United States and its commercial partners to finally be ready to send American astronauts on American rockets and American spacecraft from American soil. SpaceX is ready first with its Dragon spacecraft, to be followed closely by the Starliner spacecraft from Boeing and United Launch Alliance. In the meantime, NASA has paid the Russians a reported $60 to $90 million per round-trip seat to the ISS, for a total of about 35 round-trip tickets since the shuttle was retired. So that brings us to the next topic, the great American space races, and I say that plural, races, which we will cover in an upcoming episode. Be sure to bookmark nasatech.net, that's NASATECH.net, for unsurpassed coverage of American space programs. For Space Insights, this is Jim Siegel signing off for now. So long.